I have made a decision about how I'm going to continue my Chinese martial arts journey, where I'm going to train and what style I'm going to train in. So I'm excited. I have at school. That was brutal. Oh my God, I'm out of shape.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
Hello everyone, 大家好. This is Mark, and today I want to talk about Wushu52 and the colossal semi-failure that it was. Well, you know, everything's a learning experience. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it. And I learned quite a bit about myself. Some things I knew already, and some things I had to relearn, and some things I didn't know at all. But Wushu52, for those of you who aren't aware, was my attempt to use 2022 at the age of 52 to use those 52 weeks to get back into Wushu training shape so that I could be able to train at a school again. I had started sort of self-training a little bit in November of last year, about a year ago now, and then January I started Wushu52, and then it lasted about 2.5 months, and then I stopped. I did the judges course certification training in Lubbock, Texas in May, and I had to prepare for that. So I did a little bit of pre-training for that, just so I could at least walk through my forms, which you have to do for that training. My first form was okay, the Nanchuan compulsory first 2 sections of the old one, and but my Nandao, I was totally gassed by that point. So my endurance was terrible, but my general technique was, it was serviceable. So I sort of transitioned. I wasn't active as somebody who was training, but I felt like I could at least be active in the community. So I did the judging certification. I judged at the national ranking competition and traditional team trials in Lubbock. Then I judged again at competition in California, and I'll be judging again in December in Maryland at the University Wushu Games. So I have been trying to be active, at least participating in the community, even if I wasn't training myself, even if I hadn't sort of unlocked the key to my training. Perhaps it's an excuse, but the reason that I came up with for why my training wasn't successful was because I don't really have a coach. I don't have somebody to train me, and I realize about myself I don't have the motivation to train myself. I have the motivation for a couple months at a time, but then it peters out, and then I don't do anything anymore. So I really need an environment, a school. The reason I do Wushu isn't to be world champion or to be on a US team or anything like that. My reason is because of the people in Wushu, and I really like the people and hanging out and the social aspect and the camaraderie and the working through the training together. And that's the reason why I like to do Wushu. But if I'm training by myself, there's a big piece of that missing. Looking forward, and if I really want to train again, I need to prioritize finding an environment to train over what kind of training I'm doing. Now, let me explain what that means. Up until this point, I've been sort of focused on contemporary Wushu training, my Nanchuan, specifically, contemporary Wushu basics, Jibin Gong, all the standard contemporary Wushu training stuff that everyone kind of does. That was sort of my focus, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this and focus my energy on an efficient Wushu training program. But if having a good Wushu training program isn't effective if you're not training, then you need to find training, even if it isn't exactly what kind of training you were looking for. I was doing some traveling over the summer and the fall, and then I realized, okay, I need to focus my energy a little bit on getting an environment where I can train, where somebody is coaching me and I'm learning something in a physical way related to Chinese martial arts. And that will translate into, if I move or I go somewhere else, I want to train somewhere, at least I'm taking that physicality and the conditioning with me wherever I go. So if I'm training in, for example, Tai Chi or some traditional form of Shaolin Chuan or something like that, here locally in Hawaii, then at least it's getting me in shape. At least I'm in an environment where I'm being coached. Somebody's helping me progress with my martial arts education. I started looking at some schools in the area, specifically Southern Chinese martial arts, and specifically martial arts that would lend themselves to my current skill set with Nanchuan. Now, I did like a month or so at a Wing Chun school in Pearl City. It was nice. It was at this really nice guy's garage. They knew their stuff. They had a really good system, but the commute out there was kind of brutal, and it was kind of far away. And it was right at the end of my workday, and so I'd have to drive really far with traffic. Long story short, it wasn't viable for me to do long term, but I really liked it there. So if I lived on that side of the island, I would probably stick with that. But I needed to find something closer to home. So I found two schools locally. One school, Joel, who you may remember from some of my other vlogs, he used to train together. He's also a Nanchuan guy. He found a Hongjiachuan, Hungar, and a Cailifu, Choi Li Fut school. But he found a place there to train. And then I also found another Xilun Pai Hungar school that's really close to my house, actually. I didn't even realize it was there. Today I am going to go check out the Xilun Pai school. And then the other school, I have an appointment to meet with them on Zoom and maybe check out their school too. I don't think I'll be able to get footage because you're checking out a school. You can't really, it's rude to record a school when you're just starting there. Then kind of make a decision. So this is sort of the beginning of the process. It is 8:30, and in 90 minutes I'm going to go and check out that the Xilun Pai school. And
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I'm at a little diner right here, and I'm going to go inside, and I have my iPad. I'm going to do a little bit of work, maybe get like a light breakfast. So that's it. Let me go inside, and then we will see what happens today. Wish me luck.
Myself, or I could be someone else. No one stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
All right, so I just got back. I came home for just a second to eat something before I head out again. And I went to the Xilun Pai school. So it was really interesting. Basically, I wasn't that familiar with what Xilun Pai was before, but I watched the class. It was, it's basically Hungar or Hongjiachuan as their primary foundation, and then also Choi Li Fut. So the original founder, I guess, did Hungar and Choi Li Fut. He learned both, primarily Hungar, then he learned Choi Li Fut. So he combined them together in the system. And it sounds like that's similar to what Joy is doing at the other school, the Samfu. So I'm going to go check out Samfu hopefully this coming week or so. But I did set up a time to go do a test class at this school, and I let them know, ahead of time. I'm trying out a couple schools, and I should know in a week or so which one I'm going to end up training with. And he was very cool about that. He said, yeah, do what makes sense for you. But overall, there's a lot of nice pros and cons to this school. Right off the bat, the pro is really close to my house. It took me less than 10 minutes to drive home from that place, which is really convenient. They have classes 3 times a week, which is exactly kind of what I'm looking for, 2 or 3 times a week. A lot of fundamentals, of course. This class had kids in it, so it was kind of kids, mostly kids with some adults. He was telling me the adults tend to focus a little more basics, fundamentals, forms and stuff. But yeah, it's really nice. There are nice people there. Family, kind of friendly environment. I'm looking forward to trying out the class on Monday and kind of seeing how it feels and seeing how I feel, because I'm really hoping my body feels okay on Monday to do it. But that's my first impression of the Shilum High School that I'm checking out as one of the options I have here in Honolulu. I guess the next step is Monday. I'll go check it out. And then sometime this week, I'll go check out the other school and do a test class there. And then we'll evaluate and kind of come up with a decision. And then start some training. So next up is the Monday class. So let's find out. I'm curious what happened. What's going to happen on Monday? Let's find out. Jump to the future. It is 5:45 on Monday, and I am about to step in. I'm nervous. I'm about to step in to my first Kung Fu class, my first martial arts class in a long time. And I don't know what to expect. I kind of know what to expect, but this will be interesting. If you're wondering, I have this on because I sweat like a pig, especially today. I'm going to sweat a lot. There's people in there already. Kids, I think I see kids. It's time to go. Got a mask up. This is a terrible mask for martial arts class. It's going to get soaked. Wish me luck.
One eternity later.
That was brutal. Oh my God, I'm out of shape. Like, beyond belief out of shape. I had stomach cramps after doing like 15-second planks. So bad. Oh my God. Oh, I mean, it feels good to work out and to sweat and to do something, but holy cow, I'm out of shape. Because I had been training up until earlier this year, I thought, oh, okay, I'll be okay. It's in there somewhere in the gas tank. But no, it is not. It is not in there somewhere. The tank is empty. So yeah, that was not good. But it was a great class. Very nice teachers. I only did the bare. I mean, they taught me basically 4 stances, and I practiced those. And we did some like warm up and conditioning, and then I was dead. I was gassed. So that's embarrassing. But you got to start somewhere. And they were very encouraging. They're like, everyone starts somewhere. Don't worry too much about it. You start from the ground up and build up from there. That was intense. It's going to take me a while to recover from that. And here's the thing. I actually have a trial class at the other school on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. It'll take me until then to recover from this. So what it's showing me is that one, it's encouraging because I gotta work on the fundamentals. 2, the good thing is that when it was just me and another guy who's kind of doing a one-on-one with me, and we were doing the mobility stuff and the stretching on the ground and stuff, and he was like, oh, you're actually pretty flexible. And I was like, oh, thanks. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel flexible compared to what I used to be like, but it felt good to train. It felt good to actually do martial arts again. It felt good to be in a classroom doing martial arts.
3 days later.
I've more or less recovered. I still feel a little bit of twinge in my left knee, but for the most part, I feel okay. My legs aren't as sore. My abs don't feel as sore. And tomorrow morning, I have my second class at the other school that I'm trying out. This is also Hungar and Chodifoot school. It's sort of a cousin school of the other school, similar lineage. Tomorrow is mostly kids class, I guess. So it's probably, they said not to expect too intensive a training, which is perfect for me. I told them I'm like super out of shape. Feeling okay. Tonight, I feel okay. I'm looking forward to going tomorrow, and that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Let's find out. I'm curious. This will be interesting. All right, let's go.
The next day.
All right. Just had my second class of the week, and it was really good. I mean, I think having had the Monday class really helped a lot. That helped me kind of condition my body a little bit so that this one was way easier than it would have been. Oh, that's the teacher's right behind me. Yeah, that was good. Just based off of what I can tell from those first 2 trial classes, this is probably the one I'll end up going with. I feel like there's a little bit more of what I need to get myself back in decent shape. Not that either school is better or worse than the other. They're actually both really nice, and they both have wonderful people in them. So it's nothing about the schools. It's just more about what is a better fit for me. And I feel like this is a better fit for me. So I'll probably end up going with this one. Now, I am leaving on Monday for 2 weeks. I learned these 10 basics, and I can remember maybe 5 of them. So I'm going to try and practice those while I'm traveling. Both schools were great. The advantage of the other school is that it's way closer to my house. There's just something about this one. It just edged out the other one just a little bit. And it's nothing about the school itself. It's more about my personal feeling about it. I think I'm going to go with this one. I made a decision. I'm going to start my Kung Fu journey with Samfu, which is a Hung Gar Chili Foot school here in Honolulu. Looking forward to it. Now, the nice thing about that school too is that my friend Joel also is training there, so at least I know someone there already. It's not far from my house. It's I would say maybe a 15-minute drive to get here, which is very reasonable, especially when you consider how far it takes to get to Bay Area schools. I'm really happy with how this training went because it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. The training I did on Monday, I was starting from complete zero, so it was much more challenging for me. But this one, I had 4 days to rest after Monday, so my body kind of grew a little bit from that challenge that I had on Monday. And now today I was able to hold things a lot longer. It's a lot stronger. My endurance was better. From one class to the next class, being able to improve my condition feels really good. I'm really happy with that. It gets me excited about the possibility of continuing that growth as we go forward. So I'm excited. I have it at school. It just feels good to be doing martial arts again with a teacher, a coach. That's what I've been missing. As possible as self-training is, I'm not good at it. I'm good at planning, but I'm not good at following through with self-training. It just isn't my strength. I don't have to think about, I don't have to plan ahead about what I'm going to do in the class. They'll tell me what to do in the class. That's really nice, to not have to plan a class before you go to it. It's been a while since I've been able to do that. That's it. I mean, I'm about to embark on a new journey of Kung Fu. Nice.